Hello and welcome back to another episode of Top 10 brought to you by the Glazov gang. Today's episode, I am excited. I just can't wait. And also I'm very proud because I am going to bring to your attention the top 10 things you most probably didn't know about Iran, also known as Persia. So let's get us started. On our number 10, okay, this one has to be here even if you knew about it because I am absolutely a cat lover. So yes, I am talking about the Persian cat. This most cute and adorable cat is a long-haired breed of cat characterized by its round face and short muzzle. In Britain, it's sometimes called the long-hair or Persian longhair. It's also known as Shirazi cat or Iranian cat, mainly in Middle East. The first documented ancestor of Persian cat were imported from Khorasan within Iran into Italy in 1620. A recent genetic research indicates that the present-day Persian cats are related not to cats from the Near East, but to cats from Western Europe. The researchers stated, even though the early Persian cats may have in fact originated from ancient Persia, the modern Persian cat has lost its phylogeography. So, even though today's Persian cats may not be as pure, but well, we do have Persian cats and I personally love them very much. On our number 9, I'm sure most of you are familiar with this one. It's the Persian rug. Persian carpets were first mentioned around 400 BC by the Greek author Xenophon in his book. Xenophon describes Persian carpet as precious and worthy to be used as diplomatic gifts. It's unknown if these carpets were pile woven or produced by another technique, flat weaving or embroidery, but it is interesting that the very first reference to Persian carpets in the entire history already puts them into a context of luxury, prestige, and diplomacy. And to this very day, if you are familiar with rug, Iranians are still producing the best quality, the stunning design, and the most unique style of rugs. On our number 8, it's the stunning Persian miniature painting. A Persian miniature is a richly detailed miniature painting which reflects religious or mythological themes from the region of the Middle East, now known as Iran. The art of miniature in Persia literally flourished from the 13th century to 16th century and continues to this very day with several contemporary artists producing notable Persian miniatures. Now on our number 7, it's what you all know, I'm pretty sure most of you might even love it, known as Shiraz wine. This wine was historically produced around the city of Shiraz in Iran by the 9th century. The city of Shiraz had already established a reputation for producing the finest wine in the Middle East and was Iran's wine capital. The export of Shiraz wine to India by European merchants was in the 17th century and it has been documented. However, to this day, at the moment, in modern Iran, which is the Islamic Republic of Iran, no Shiraz wine is officially produced, or any wine for that matter. The vineyards of Iran are instead used to produce table grapes and raisins. However, before the Islamic Revolution in 1979, there were up to 300 wineries in Iran. Now, we believe there are thousands of them, but all of them are illegal and underground. However, every time you enjoy a Shiraz wine, remember it was produced historically in Shiraz, a city within Iran. Moving on to our number 6 is actually the relationship between Persians and Jewish people. At the moment, to this day, Islamic Republic of Iran represents Iranians as a bunch of people who hate Israeli and Jewish people. Well, we don't. Cyrus the Great, king of Persia, when he did conquer Babylon, he released all the Jews and actually allowed them to return to rebuild their holy city. Moving on to our number 5. Actually, hijab was banned in Iran on January 8, 1936. Pro-Western ruler of Iran, Reza Shah Pahlavi, decided to ban hijab from Iran. He was criticized even by British consul in Tehran, who stated that next to their daily bread, what affects the people most widely is what touches the code of social habit that, in Islam, is endorsed by religion. However, he tried to push and push and push. Unfortunately for people like me, fortunately for some other people, the ban was removed gradually, but well, he did manage to ban it for a while. Now on our number 4, it's about the language of Iran. What you know of today as Farsi is not actually the original language of Iran. It used to be called Parsi, which came from Pars. However, after the invasion of Iran by Arabs, it basically changed into Farsi because Arabic language does not have the alphabet P. That aside, the second thing about language of Iran is almost 85% of Iranians are bilingual because over 14 provinces in Iran actually have their own secondary language. And now on our number 3, Persepolis. It's actually borrowed from the Greek word Persepolis, which literally means the Persian city. It was the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire from 550 to 330 BC. The earliest remains of Persepolis date all the way back to 515 BC. It exemplifies the style of architect back in that time. UNESCO declared the ruins of Persepolis a World Heritage Site in 1979. After entering, or rather invading, Persia in 330, Alexander the Great sent the main force of his army to Persepolis by the Royal Road. He stormed the Persian gates, passed through the modern-day Zagros mountain, and quickly captured Persepolis before its treasury could be looted. However, after several months, Alexander allowed his troops to loot Persepolis, and sadly, a fire was set. However, to this day, there are still pieces left. And as I said, it is part of our heritage, and we are very proud of it. On our number 2, the faith of Iranian people. You might all think that Iran was always an Islamic country. Well, it wasn't. Persia, also known as Iran today, was actually a Zoroastrian country. Almost everybody, over 85% of Iranians were Zoroastrians, until the time that Arabs were able to overthrow Sasanian Empire after 16 years of battle in the 7th century. Under Abbasid rule, Muslim Iranians, who by then were almost the majority, increasingly found ways to actually taunt Zoroastrian Iranians. Actually, one of the most popular ways they would distress Zoroastrian was to actually mistreat dogs, as this animal is very sacred in Zoroastrianism. With all the distress, all the pressure, Zoroastrian people still managed to survive. And to this day, there's still a huge majority of Zoroastrian people. But the point is, please remember, Iranian people were not born Muslims. Their true faith is Zoroastrian. And that's it, folks. We got to our number 1. I am very proud to represent to you the Cyrus cylinder. This ancient record has been recognized as the world's first Charter of Human Rights. It is translated into all 6 official languages of the United Nations, and its provisions parallel the first 4 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It dates from the 6th century BCE and was discovered in the ruins of Babylon in modern Iraq in 1879, and it is currently in the possession of the British Museum. We may not have so much as human rights in Islamic Republic of Iran today. But don't forget, the human rights was originated from Iran, written by Cyrus the Great, king of Persia. And that is gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. As I said at the beginning, I was excited, I still am. It was a very, very proud episode for me. Please do some more study about Iran, Persia, not just because it's Islamic today, but we have beautiful culture, beautiful music, beautiful art, and most importantly, beautiful people. Next week, same time, same channel, I will bring you more top 10. Goodbye.